Hello and welcome to SOFA Sense'S. This is part 2.3 with Dempsey Madden, and you're joined by me, Kavan.
Me, Rash.
And this is the opportunity where we get to know Dempsey with our 7 signature questions. If you've been a diligent SOFA Sensei, you would have listened to part 1 where we got to know his career, his journey thus far, and also we got stuck into why he became a boxer, who's his inspiration, what was it like growing up with a dad who's a boxer, all those fascinating insights from Dempsey. So thank you for joining us on part 1, but let's get into part 2. This is the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. And Rochelle, over to you.
Yeah. So this question, Dempsey, gets people off guard a little bit. Who is the richest person that you know or in your phone book?
I think it'd have to be Rob Steele. His name's Rob Steele. He's a friend of mine. I believe he owns. He does marina works, narrow boats and stuff like that. I think he's got one of them. And there was this one time he asked me to come round and train with him, and I pulled up to the gates and said, "I think I'm here, Rob." He said, "Yeah, just come through the big gates." He said, I'm just round at the car shed. So straight away I'm thinking, car shed?
Different level.
Yeah, car shed. I've got a lawnmower in my shed. So come round.
How you got a shed?
So I come round, I see a Range Rover, a Land Rover Defender outside, and then I walk into the shed and he's got a Porsche, Ferrari there, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ.
Living his best
So
life.
yeah, he's like, I was like, yeah, nice cars, definitely nice cars. And then we got into the train, but yeah, it's definitely got to be, I believe, Rob Steele.
Still. Second question I've got for you. Who has the most potential that you know? So this could be boxer or anything or anyone you know.
Yeah, see, obviously Kieran is where he is, Kieran Conway in the boxing like now, but I'd have to pick Ethan James. I feel like he's doing so well, and he seems to really have like switched on now. Like when I first started training, he liked to have like a laugh and a joke, which we all do. But I feel like he's I don't know. He just seems a bit different now, and he's really like dedicating himself, and he knows like he's on the cusp. So he knows. So I believe he's going to go a long way.
Who is the most influential person that you know?
Influential. Oh, that's a tough one. I'd probably say like my wife. Like she influenced me to she's always there to tell me like the right thing to do. Go which way I need to, what I need to do. And so she probably has the most influence on me. I'd say she makes sure that I'm
On check.
on the right track.
Just out of interest, when you married her, did she know you wanted to be a boxer?
Yeah, I probably told her enough times. Yeah. Yeah, but we actually got married in Las Vegas.
Did you?
What?
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I wanted to go. We'd been together for 10 years before, and I wanted to go watch Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, the second fight.
No way.
I said, well, while we're there, we might as well get married. So,
Oh, wow.
so we got married.
Smashed it.
Yeah, we got. But I wanted to get married on the same day and go there in our wedding stuff. But she said no, because you won't be concentrating on the wedding. You just be thinking, weighing.
Yeah.
We're going to miss the first card. So we got married the day before, and then we went to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, the second fight.
Sick.
Now, we've got buttons, that, can applause, laugh, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm going to clap in real life because
That's amazing. That's a story.
That's
That
a
is
moment.
story, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a moment. And what a fight that was as well.
Oh,
I watched that Friday.
Yeah,
I think it was
it was unreal. Like I was like, oh my god, like it was incredible.
You lived it as well. I had to watch it from the TV.
What was
You
better?
lived it. That was amazing.
What was better? Seeing Tyson Fury stop
I know
Wilder
you're going.
or get married?
Well, this mic ain't working. We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Nah, obviously the wedding. I'll do just a quick one on that, with the fight, because I get so animated when I watch the boxing. I'm up and down, and then I had this American guy next to me, and he was doing my head in, man. And he kept on going, "Oh my god, you came all the way to the UK to watch this?" I'm like, "Yes, mate, yes." And he's like, "Wow, like, man, shut up." And I was just like, and they're such rubbish fans, aren't they? Like Americans, they don't support their own at all. Like Deontay's coming, they're all cheering Tyson Fury. Like, what? Like, I would never do that. Like, even when I love Golovkin, but when he fought Kell Brook, I was like, "Come on, Kell, smash him up!" Like,
Give him a shot.
Yeah, he's the Yanks Terrible fans.
They're funny, man. The accent's A1 though.
Jesus. Wow. Oh my God, all the way from the UK.
Dempsey, next question I've got for you. You are at your best when you are.
Fill in the blank.
I had one in my head that you would
I had
answer.
in my head straight off the bat, sober.
Okay.
Like, I just think like you're the best when you're sober.
That's interesting. I know we're getting to know Dempsey, but since 2020, I've been sober for a year. Like, not a year straight, but 2 6-month periods. I'm in one right now. And I find it really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, the clarity is unmatched, really.
I'm one of those guys who like if I start drinking, I'm full bore with it.
What were we talking about earlier in the car, bro? Literally. On the way here, we were talking about... sorry, my mum's hoovering. If you can hear that. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. On the car on the way here, we were talking about... I'm not a regular drinker, but I'm a binge drinker.
Yeah.
If I'm drinking, I'm all
in. Head first, feet first.
Yes.
Jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that has caused me a couple problems once or twice. Nothing life-threatening or, majorly bad, but just embarrassing, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy, and I'm leaning into the idea of being and staying sober. Is that something you juggled with at all?
Yeah. Like I get I get to the point where I'm just I'll start drinking, and then like I was just this time, I was just that time, and then before like it just keeps going and going, and oh man, what have I done? Like, and it gets me sometimes, and that's why, like, I said to you before, like, boxing's a way of life, it gives me that thing to, like, I can easily say no. When I've got a fight, I can easily say no problem. It's when that gets taken away from you, then it's like demons start creeping in,
The interesting thing is, though, when you tell people, like, I'll go on a work do or whatever, and they'll be like, you don't drink? I'm like, I'll get a ginger beer or something like that. I'm not drinking. Why not? Like, they look at you like you got a problem.
Yeah.
I haven't got a problem. I just don't want to drink.
Yeah.
And like, I have to lean on the idea that I'm driving. That's always a good one that gets you out of it. But I should be able to just say, I'm not drinking today.
Yeah.
Don't feel like
it's
it.
a big one. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. Maybe we can talk off. I've got a great podcast that I listened to that supported me through 6 months sobriety. So I recommend. It's good. Modern wisdom.
Next question I got for you. One thing you never regret doing?
Having children.
You said that quickly. Love that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love them to pieces, man. Like, they're just... Yeah, having children, I'll say.
Sick. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully back here talking about all our wins.
Yeah, come on.
So, 5 years, I'd like to, I'd like to look back on the boxing, my minimum, I'd like to win a Midlands title. Boxing terms, I'd like to, that's what I'm going for. Midlands.
How many fights would you need to get there, or?
I'd say another 2 now.
Yep.
So the comeback, like, we'll probably go 4-rounder, and then I'm going to go for another 6-rounder. And then we'll go then. So I'd say in 3 fights time.
3 fights time.
Yeah, especially I went to watch Michael Stevenson. He won the Midlands title. Went over to watch him. Oh man, and that when you watch your friend and like your gym man, like, he does that, and you think, yeah, come on, man. Like,
we saw it all over on Instagram, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so good. He was brilliant, so good. And he went into the bloke's backyard, and he had loads of lads there, and they're all screaming for him. And yeah, he did it so well.
Wicked.
Proud of him.
Advice that you would give yourself that you know now 10 years ago?
Start right now. Like it's what I'd like to I've said this to James before, go to a school and tell them, like, give something 10 years. If you go to a 14-year-old and say, listen, don't do anything that all your friends are doing, give it 10 years, and if you haven't made it where you are, you're 24. That is, you're still a kid. It just goes like that. Like, start if whatever you want to do, let's get it done now. Like, give it as good. Like, because people say, I've been doing it for like 2 years. It's nothing, man. 2 years is nothing. Give it 10 years. Let's see where you are. So that's what I'd probably say. I'd say just start now and give it your all. And at 24, if you're not where you thought you'd be, you're 24. Or like 25. It's nothing. So I'd say to myself, like, 10 years ago, let's start now. where could I be in 10 years? Oh, you can't think like that now, but you know, where could you be in 10 years? You know,
Anywhere is the short
yeah,
answer.
it's
Yeah,
massive.
literally,
Like, and like, you know, like boxing wise now, probably not 10 years, but you know, even in life, like let's give something 10 years. I'll be 41, like still young. You know, give anything. Just 10 years. Just sounds long, but it will go. You know, and then you'll think, oh my god, like, I wish I'd have just started. You know, that's what I'd probably say.
Thank you, Dempsey.
Actually, we got one more question. We said at the start, your favourite takeaway.
Oh yeah, favourite takeaway. Oh man, it's got to be Chinese, man.
Chinese.
I love Chinese, and we get so much stuff. And I just, I can't.
Yeah.
You know. And I'll have like 2 plates. I'm like, oh man, you know. And I'll wake up in the morning and still something. I'm like, oh. Chicken fried rice for breakfast. Like.
We've all done that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think you'll be Midlands champ, man.
Yeah,
But light heavy. Light heavy.
Yeah. I'll be fighting Michael for it.
Listen,
Go down in the 6th, Mike.
that has been Sofa Sensei's part 2 with Dempsey, the Mauler, Madden. We put his details, if you want to follow him and support him, in the description below. We'd really appreciate it if you could support Dempsey. But also, don't forget, we're available on social media too. So if you're listening to this, Sofa Sensei's on Instagram is where you need to be. But also, akhi&saltfish on Instagram and Twitter. And we can be emailed and contacted at akhi&saltfish@gmail.com. Please, don't be afraid. Ask us a question. Give us a topic. Let us know your thoughts on the show. We'd really love your interaction. Listen, if you enjoyed this chat with Dempsey, don't forget to go back to part 1 and hear his story in way more depth. But also, we've got Nico Michael, Dom Felix, Tysell, loads of boxers that we've spoken to already on Sofa Sensei, so make sure you check out the archive for that. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. We've had more technical difficulties than ever before. But Dempsey stayed in there and he was gracious enough with his time to give us these 2 fantastic episodes. So thank you. We're super grateful.
No problem.
Take care.
Been a pleasure.
Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Love.